But we are recording again.
Oh no. Well, you'll be pleased to know I've still not won a game of Solitaire. So I've come close.
You're not allowed to leave until you do it.
Yeah.
But do you know what? That's going to work out to be the puzzle of how to undo this magical lock.
Yeah, you got to beat Solitaire.
Well, I hope you've all got 5 hours.
I mean, I'm just going to use this guard's head to smash the lock open.
Hey, you can try that. See what happens.
Maybe I will.
And then he'll throw a 3. He's not making any friends, and he's not catching us on a good day, is he?
No.
I mean, what else can he really do? Let's be honest.
Well, we've just spared his life. So really, he could be a bit more appreciative of that.
I mean, we're telling him we're sparing his life
For now.
for now.
I mean, he might do something, in which case
Things
his life is
might
forfeit.
change.
Yeah.
Things can change
We've
very
made
quickly.
no promises.
Yeah. I mean, we're not. I think, let's be absolutely honest here. I don't think our characters are particularly good characters. I know technically I'm down as chaotic good.
I think Otto is a great character.
Della isn't. She has no qualms.
No, I mean good as in good and evil, rather than...
That's
We're
a bit
not-
black and white.
It is, exactly, and that's the thing, our characters are more nuanced. We're definitely
Stab,
nuanced.
Yeah.
Burn.
Apparently, nuance allows for eviscerating a number of guardsmen and then threatening to torture the one who surrenders to you.
I did not threaten torture. I just want to put that out.
So, somebody in this room did.
Oh, that was Alwyn.
And you're the good one.
That was Alwyn, the
was.
moral compass.
At
Yeah.
the very beginning, he was.
Oh, yeah, but then people started stabbing Chardonnay,
Yeah.
and that, no.
You're going to
don't
be
do
evil
that.
by the end of this campaign, aren't you?
Depends what happens to Chardonnay. I think that's... no, I don't think evil, I don't think good, I think we're just... I don't know, I mean, if anything, I would say Alwyn is probably more neutral now
That
than
will get you over to the
anything.
dark side.
Maybe a bit chaotic neutral.
That might be something we explore in the future, how that works with your champion cause.
I think he's allowed to be chaotic neutral.
Champion of
He is
Years.
not.
Oh, is Caden Kalian a bit?
Well, the thing with the champions, particularly with your shtick as a liberator, that is tied to the chaotic good alignment.
Oh, yeah.
So you shouldn't have suggested torture.
Well,
Yeah. Well, perhaps we'll explore that in the future. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your games master for this game and for many others. And I'm joined by Stu.
hello.
I'm joined by Neil.
Hello.
I'm joined by Darren.
Hello.
And I'm joined by Amy.
Hello.
Hello, folks. You got out the room.
Yeah. Into another one with blood-curdling screaming going on in. Great.
But it's not us screaming, so that is a benefit.
I mean, we know we're going to have to rescue this person, don't we?
So you are good.
I don't
Bella's
know.
like, no.
I don't know. I mean, we can't just leave her.
But if someone's screaming, someone's causing them screams.
Exactly.
And
we've
then how
got
many of those people are there? And how many can we take down?
Yeah, but we can't. Well, I mean, fortunately, we have someone who might be able to answer that very question. On pain of death.
Got an idea.
I'm curious, we were talking about alignments. What alignment would you each say you are in real life?
I hate this question.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm asked this question, because I mean, I hate alignment in general because it's always portrayed as being so black and white.
It is.
As like, you're this person, that means you're this. It's like, no, because life is, as we were saying, life is more nuanced than that.
It is. It is.
And I think alignment in general is very, very flawed. Because it should be more of a sliding scale rather than an absolute.
And down to context and circumstance, and I mean, like we were just saying with Darwin, I mean, he can get pretty nasty when he's in defence of Chardonnay.
Yeah, which is, some would argue that is an evil act because it's very selfish.
In real life, I am chaotic sexy.
In real life, I am as my glass says, lawful good, but rather than lawful, I am awful good.
Would you describe yourself as an honest man? No, I describe myself as a sexy man.
I guess I'd be somewhere on the lawful range, I think. I think.
You don't do anything that might be considered illegal?
No?
No? Okay. I mean, I would say I'm chaotic good. Because I will do that, like, you know, I mean, I'll do minor things, you know, like speed on the motorway or, you know, I'm not completely...
Oh, I don't do that.
By the way, I'm one of those people, I believe in the spirit of the law rather than the wording of the... Then I expect other people to abide by the wording of the law. Which is, yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I don't know I am. But.
Well, what's this thing about ignorance of the law is no excuse? Well, I'm ignorant of the law. That's why I'd hire a lawyer. Isn't that what lawyers are for? I don't have a single law book at home. How am I expected to know
Lawyers
the
are
law?
there to make money.
Yeah, lawyers are out to make money. Lawyers know the law. That's what they're employed for.
No, but that's knowing the nuance. That's. But generally, like, you know, it is wrong to murder someone.
But I did not murder
escalated.
anybody.
This is escalated.
I did murder them, but I didn't know I was murdering them.
I killed
I
them,
didn't
but
know
I
there
didn't
was
realise it
a
was
law
murder.
against
There
that.
was a murder, but nobody told me it was a murder.
There was a killing, but it hasn't been proven a murder yet.
No, but that's kind of the nitty gritty of the detail. But the general broad strokes of law we know, because, you know, we know if something is illegal or it's not. You know, like me, speeding on the motorway, I know that's illegal. And here's the thing, I can't pass a driving test without learning that is illegal. I have to learn that as part of learning how to drive a car. So, and I get why they say, you know, no, ignorance shouldn't be an excuse, because otherwise, with anything, you can just go out and commit any crime you like and just say,
So you didn't know.
well, I didn't know it was illegal.
Yeah, but there's legal and there's moral behaviour, isn't there? And there's social behaviour.
That's a very different
Moral, social,
discussion.
antisocial. You know, I've got a neighbour who I'm having trouble with, who is a lawyer. He's a barrister,
Oh, they're the worst.
and his house is derelict. I mean, he must be rich to be able to afford a townhouse in Brixton and just leave it empty for 20 years, just derelict. And his garden is just a rubbish dump. And there's a fox den in there, but of course he knows the law. He's a rotten neighbour. He's a really shitty neighbour, but you know he doesn't care about that. He just cares about what's legal.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty of things are legal but immoral.
Yeah.
As in some things you could say are moral but illegal, like protesting, for example. There could be a moral imperative to protest a thing, but that protest may be illegal. Like when they pulled down the I was having a discussion with my father, who's on a different side of politics to me, kind of opposite end of the spectrum, really. And we were having an argument about the pulling down of the statue in Bristol.
Or the Colston.
Yeah. And he was, oh, people shouldn't have done that. I'm like, yeah, but they've been protesting it for like, well, not enough people have been
It's a big
I'm
thing,
just
that.
You
gonna
can't take the law into your own
I
hands.
do not give a flying fuck about what happens to a statue of a racist slave trader. I don't generally give a flying fuck about what happens to statues.
No.
I don't care about statues.
You don't learn. I mean, the common argument against it is, if you tear it down, you can't learn from it. Why not? You
What about
don't.
museums?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't learn history from a statue. You learn it from a museum or from a book.
Well, and statues are put up to celebrate people, not to
Yeah.
teach
Yes.
history.
Yeah,
I mean,
to
there-
celebrate.
I can't think of a single statue of Adolf Hitler anywhere, but everyone knows who he is. Well, most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be saying
Yeah.
tearing
And
down Hitler
I
statues,
know
tearing
more
down
about
history.
Colston now than I did before.
Yeah.
I didn't even know of him.
But also, in that specific example, like I actually know one of the Colston Four. I'm glad that they all got acquitted in the end.
Yeah.
Sensibly, because it should never have gone to court in the first place.
No.
But yeah, like this wasn't just a random act of vandalism. Like the people of Bristol have been campaigning to have that statue removed for years.
Big long thing. Yeah.
And also, when the protesters came down on the other side of the political spectrum to defend the statues, they weren't interested in the statue of Oscar Wilde or the statue of Robert Walpole. There was only one statue that they were interested in, and that was a statue that people were saying this will be controversial. Right from when you first erect it, this will cause trouble. People will hate this. Some people will love this statue. A lot of people will hate it. The Winston Churchill statue. That's the only one that's of any contention in London.
Those kind of people who were there, I'm going to go to London and defend the statue. All they were there for, basically, I'm generalising. I shouldn't. I apologise, but it's true because all they were was basically football hooligans. They were there for a piss up and they were there for a fight.
Yeah.
They were not there to protect any kind of heritage.
And to piss on war memorials.
Yeah. And standing around a statue of Winston Churchill throwing Roman salutes and chanting Sieg Heil. I'm sure Winston Churchill would have appreciated the irony of that. Or maybe not.
Well. That's
that political note.
Should we go back? Should we dive back into a fantasy world where there is absolutely nothing political to worry about whatsoever?
Just death and blood and stuff. Yeah.
No, it's really simple because we know he's evil because he's got 2 staircases.
That's it. As we discussed last time out, symmetry is the work of a devil and must be banned.
It's not the symmetry; it's the unnecessary expense. You can't get that rich without being evil.
What if there's a staircase up and a
Behind
staircase
every
down?
great fortune is a great crime.
Like, what if they need to get, like, big things, like trolls and stuff up them?
And they do. You've seen trolls.
Yeah, exactly.
They are big. They're big staircases,
Yeah.
but it's not like you just have one big staircase.
So when you're in the underground and you see multiple escalators and stairs, do you think that's...
Yeah, but there's thousands of people going through those.
How many people come through the brain grinder? I bet thousands. Most of them are dead.
Quite a lot.
At the same time. Why are you trying to defend Lord Igorin?
Because I admire his house.
His
Nice.
work ethic.
Yeah.
His house.
It's nice. Wouldn't you want a double staircase? It's jealousy talking that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, let's find out if you get to make Lord Igorin pay for his crime of vanity.
Not today.
We'll jump straight back in, folks. So, with being escorted by the guardsman who you spared, you've been making your way back up the ramps. You're right, Neil.
I dropped a dice.
Oh,
Right.
A dice.
Start that again.
A die. I should say.
that's all right.
I dropped a die.
So as you've been being led up the ramps with your captive in tow, you entered into an octagonal-shaped room, quite a large space, perhaps sort of 40, 50 feet across on a side. You can see that in the centre there is a staircase that leads upwards, and opposite there is a set of double doors, which Della has previously seen, and there are 2 kind of tunnels leading off the passageway in either direction, and your captive was leading you towards the right-hand tunnel when you heard a blood-curdling scream, that of a woman coming from beyond the double doors. So my question is, what would you all like to do? God, it feels nice to ask that. It's been a while. We've been in an initiative for about 6 episodes straight.
I would like to get out of here.
How many people would be behind that door, apart from the people being tortured?
Who's in there?
I directed it.
You asking?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, God.
What's your name?
What do you care about my name?
Because if you roll a natural 1, it means that
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Kristian
Christian. Alright, Chris.
with a K.
Ah, I like that.
Kristian.
Christian. Kristian. There we go.
Christian.
So beyond there, I pity the poor sod that's back there. Sounds like the Inquisitor's having some fun with them.
How many Inquisitors are there in there at any given time?
Oh, just the one, but he's he's weird. That one does weird things with sort of piles of flesh and bodies and stuff. Turns them into creatures, into servants. I don't like going in there if I can help it.
Any guards in there with him?
Probably not. He tends to work alone.
So I think you should go in there and get our friend out.
Yes. Tell them.
I don't know why you're laughing. I'm
Go
being totally
in
serious.
and tell him there has been an administrative error, and that the woman is to be released.
What makes you
in there? Yes.
what makes you think I have any power over what that man does?
Well, if you don't,
Oh, we have
Give him
power
a
over you.
Look, you said you wanted to get out of here, all right? I'm going to show you the way out, and then we're done.
I don't think you're much in a position to be bargaining with us.
All right. Well, what do you want? Do you want to leave, or do you want to try and save your friend? She's probably not in a good way. That's all I'm going to say. Wouldn't be surprised if she's not dead already.
We want to leave with our friend.
Yeah, I don't think I can leave without.
I think we need to know what's going on behind that door. This doing things with piles of flesh. It sounds like something we should perhaps be interested in. Something that might come back to bite us later if we don't.
You going in? I'm going to nick another potion before we go in.
Yes.
I don't have any potions.
Do you want one?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to give you my last lesser healing, and I've got one more, so that's 2d8 plus 5.
Who's seriously injured?
6.
Maori only has 16 hit points left. I'll give him.
Yeah, Maori's quite badly hurt.
I can't help Maori.
I'll give him a minor healing potion. That's a 1d6, isn't it?
D8.
A d8.
I've taken a hit. Clovis has taken a couple of hits.
Yeah.
I'll give Maori one and take one for myself.
I feel comfortable going
So
in.
Maori gets 7 back.
I can perform battle medicine, but if that person goes down again, I can't do anything to help them.
I'm alright, I'll save it for me, just in case. I'm only
And I get
about
7.
10 under.
So I'm back up to full strength.
I've got 2 minor healing potions, but I'm going to keep hold of them as emergencies.
I have one moderate, which I'm saving for an emergency.
Remember, you did pick up some things from the guardsman.
Yes, we've also got 4 of these. Does everyone want to take one?
What is it?
So it looks like some kind of
the
salve
salve.
thing.
Yes.
Is there a knowledge roll I can take for that?
Crafting check.
Oh,
Shit.
oh I'm
I can do
minus
that.
1 in crafting.
Skin stitch.
I can
salve.
do that. I can do a
Yeah, roll
check.
crafting if you want. It's fine.
I rolled a 1. So I think it's a thing that you use,
You have to eat it.
does
Clearly,
something.
you have to eat it.
I got a 15.
15. You've not heard of this. I mean, it looks like quite a viscous paste, like almost like a. I guess our equivalent would be like a Sudocreme. It's that kind of consistency. It's a very, very, very small pot.
It's a medicine.
Well, I'm going to hand out
crafting.
one to everyone.
Okay.
So we've all got one of them things.
Sorry, what are we calling it?
Skin stitch salve?
Yeah,
Okay.
25.
Oh.
25. That's pretty good. So you know, Brother Amos, that a skin stitch salve is a medical product. Works a bit like a healing potion, in that, but rather than something you drink, it's something you basically smear on an injury, and it can set sort of quite serious wounds. You know, Brother Amos, that there are kind of 2 ways you can use it. You can either use it to act kind of as like an emergency first aid option, or you can use it to aid in other medicine work. So essentially, the way it works is you can either use it kind of as like a one-time battle medicine. Basically, it lets you do a treat wounds on yourself as an action, or on the creature as an action, or if you are making a regular treat wounds check or a battle medicine check, you can use a free action to get a bonus to that check.
And we get one each, do we?
Yes, you
Is
do.
that wise, or do you want to give them?
So basically you can either use it to treat wounds on yourself or on another creature, or you can use it to gain a bonus to another medicine check you make.
Would it be better to give you more?
Well, no, I've already had battle medicine on myself today, as has Maori, as has Chardonnay.
Right.
Anyone else I can do a battle medicine on, but no, I think just everybody keep hold of one. Yes, that's the easy answer.
All right.
And again, as I say, you could use this because this wouldn't count as a battle medicine. So you could use a skin salve on Maori or on Chardonnay or on yourself.
Right. Yes, if we've all got one, then anyone who's down, anyone else can at
Help,
least
yeah.
try and
I
help.
do have
Yes.
some potions still.
All right.
Right.
Right, you're going in first then, mate.
Yeah, we're sending him in first.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Okay. So, how do you want to arrange yourselves outside the door?
Can I? Ooh! I want to use my surprise attack. Can I like get in the side of the door and be sneaky and stuff?
Yeah, you can pop
We're
yourself.
gonna surprise them.
You can try to.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of set up outside the door. I'm guessing there's no intention of kind of seeing what's inside first. You're just going to go in guns blazing, as it were.
Yes,
I
probably
think
the
that's
best
what we're going to have to do.
way.
Take them
Yes,
by
we're going to have
surprise.
to rush in.
Yeah.
You say it's double doors.
Set of double doors, yes.
Amos, sure you and I go up front.
We could do.
If we burst in and do a pincer movement sort of thing on this Inquisitor chappie,
I hope there's not 10 of them in there.
then maybe we might be distracting enough for Della to get in and not be seen.
I want to go in and backstab
That sounds
someone.
like a plan.
And also, yes, if you just hang back and just fire your
I'll set him on fire.
spells or whatever, yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, sounds like you guys are all going to kind of cluster outside the doorway. Amos and Alwyn, you're sort of standing in front of the doors. Della and Clovis, I imagine you guys are kind of tucking around the side of the door.
Me and Clovis, we were of the same mind. We
Yeah.
know what we're doing.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we got it down.
I'll stick with Maori.
That's it. Yep. So Maori is kind of in the background, and Chardonnay is behind Alwyn. And you want to send Kristian in first? Is that correct?
Or shall we just pile in?
I don't want to leave him behind us.
No.
I'd
He
rather
goes
have him in
first.
front.
He goes first.
What about if Maori guards him while the rest of us go in?
Maori sort of says, "I can do that if you want me to, but that sounded like my sister. I want to make sure she's okay."
Maybe Clovis should stay behind. And guard him
Clovis
then.
is the MVP, though. I know he wasn't the last couple of games, but
I'm only thinking, Maori, you're not in good shape.
Can always leave Chardonnay to guard him.
I mean, we've hit him a few times. Let's just push him in front of us.
You want to leave Chardonnay to guard him?
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
that's a
do.
good idea.
Yes. Right, Chardonnay, if he moves from this spot, kill him.
All right. Can I have a round of stealth checks for everybody, please?
Sure
whilst we're here?
thing. I rolled a 2. Oh no.
23.
16.
17.
15.
15 for Della. Amos.
I rolled a 16.
16 for Amos. Otto.
17.
17 for Otto. And for Alwyn.
23.
23. Otherwise, very consistent. What have we got going on here?
Do you need a roll for Chardonnay?
Let's have a roll for Chardonnay, yes.
Do you need rolls for Maori and...
Oh yeah, Clovis roll.
Yeah, let's have a roll for both of them as well. You've got their
Do they have
cards.
any
The
modifiers?
stats are on the back of the card. If there's no stealth
Clovis.
written,
Yes, he has a... Oh, he's very stealthy.
Oh, yeah, 18 for Clovis.
18 for Clovis.
Maori has 28.
Okay,
You won't see him until
They're
it's...
showing us up.
that's it. So Chardonnay is staying out with your prisoner, is that correct?
Yes, and Chardonnay gets a 21.
Yeah, sure. Perfect. Okay. So, and
Chardonnay is under orders, and I'm making sure that he's aware Like it's right in front of him.
Yeah.
That if he moves from that spot, Chardonnay is together.
All right, okay, that's fine. And so what's the plan here? So you kind of stood outside this door. Now that you're closer, you can see that there is a blood smear on the underneath the door. Looks to have been cleaned up on this side, but it seems to have kind of pulled or been dragged through at some point.
After 3, we burst through the doors. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
3,
Yes.
2, 1. Burst through the doors.
Okay, as you burst through the doors,
You all die. Fall into the massive pit.
you hear a voice come from the far end of the chamber. Excellent. I do so love it when my specimens bring themselves to me. And there is the sound of shattering glass as something smashes against the doorway.
Oh, no. Why didn't we just leave?
Didn't we shove Kristian in first?
I said.
You
Yeah.
did. You did.
Okay,
Well, at least it's not me first.
that's it. Okay. Brother Amos, what's your AC?
20.
Okay. Can I have a critical hit card, please, Della? Please, Amy.
You haven't mentioned a name.
I'm guessing this Inquisitor is a named NPC.
So, Brother Amos, as you kick through the door, something hits you in the face, and there is a sound of shattering glass as you are coated with a liquid that ignites on contact with the air.
Brilliant.
Oh my god.
Liberating step.
The cause of this effect is not within range, Alwyn.
Okay.
No.
So, Brother Amos, you take... That is a lot of damage. Okay. Where my d8's gone? Where my d8's at?
Oh, there aren't any. Have some d4s instead.
Yes.
I'll just roll them twice, it'll be great. Okay, so... Brother Amos, you take 16 points of fire damage, and you are blinded as an alchemist's fire breaks across your face. Alwyn and Della, you take 2 fire damage as this sprays out across all of you. And Brother Amos, in addition to being blinded, you find that you are burning. You will take 2 persistent fire damage at the end of your turn.
As well as my 2 points of fire damage, do I take any ring damage?
You do take some ring damage.
Oh god.
3 points of fire damage, Alwyn.
This was a bad move.
And at that point, folks, we need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Can I use my stealth? Is this surprising?
Afraid not. You alerted
murmuring.
him previously, I'm afraid.
23 for me.
Okay, 1 second.
22 for me.
25.
Hang on a second, hang on.
No, we're going now, Dan. We're on fire. We haven't got time to wait.
Everything's on fire.
Everything is on fire.
So basically, if I open the door, Amos has got a face full of fire,
Oh, we should have.
and there's a picture of a little girl just smiling at the camera.
Fantastic.
At least I hope there is someone in here and they're not just playing like screams on a tape player or something equivalent in Fantasyland.
It's, they haven't got the technology for tape, but it will be an 8-track.
An 8-track.
Fair enough. I'll need rolls for Maori and Clovis as well if they've not been done.
Oh yeah, of course. Clovis.
Say -2 at the end of every turn.
Yeah, but we'll get to that in a second.
Clovis got 32.
Okay, that's fine. Clovis did really well.
Yeah, Clovis is the best. Things.
What should I add to Maori's score?
There should be a section that says per for perception.
Oh, right. Yes. 14.
14. Okay. Right. So, did anybody else get over 30?
No.
Nope. 25 to 30.
35 for Otto.
25 for Otto. 20 to 25.
23 for Della.
23 for Della.
22 for Brother Amos.
Amos. 22. And 15 to 20.
Uh-oh.
10 to 15.
14 for Elwyn.
14 for Elwyn. You said Maori got 14 as well.
Yep.
Does Elwyn want to go before or after Maori?
He's in front of Maori, so probably better he goes ahead.
Yep. And Maori at 14. Is that everybody? 2, 3.
Chardonnay?
Chardonnay acts on Elwyn's turn.
Okay.
Clovis, Otto, Della. Oh yes, and one more initiative roll.
I think Chardonnay's more of a readied action, isn't he?
No, because you use an action on your turn to command him.
Right. Does that mean I still need to use an action every turn to keep telling him to keep guarding?
No, I think you can tell him to. You can give him like a command there. It's fine. Yeah, because basically Chardonnay is perpetually readying an action in case the guy moves.
That's
fine.
That's how that's my head canon.
All right then, folks. Sorry to keep you waiting there.
Don't worry, we're not hasting to
We can
die.
edit out silences. Don't worry.
Sure thing. So, as kind of just as you burst open through the door, and this fire liquid just splashes across your face, you step through into the chamber. Obviously, Brother Amos, you won't see this at the moment as you are blinded. But you step into a room which is perhaps a good 40 feet, a good 40 feet long, perhaps 20 feet wide. On either side of the room, you can see that there are a series of metal cages that have been built into the walls, inside which you can see a number of kind of groaning, shambling humanoids. They appear to be reaching their arms through the bars. In the centre of the table, in the centre of the room, there is what looks to be a stone altar, or perhaps a work table of some kind. Laying on it is the black-robed shape with grey skin and an eerie presence of a mirror man, led on the slab itself. And you see that there is some kind of contraption over where its head is. The mirror itself is lifted a good few feet above the creature's head, and you can, and as you look, you see that the head itself is that of a human male that has had the face removed, as in like the entire faceplate is completely gone. Suspended from the ceiling, you can see that there are a number of sort of wire mesh bags that all contain all manner of gore and flesh and such. Some of them seem to twitch slightly as you enter. Sorry, it's a bit gross. I apologise.
No, it's great.
I love it.
For horror fans out there, I'm lapping this up.
Fleshy pinatas.
That's it. At the far end of the chamber, you can see that there is a set of double doors, standing before which you can see that there is a strange individual. They appear to be humanoid, but you see that rather than skin, they have metal. They appear to be some kind of individual, and they are holding numerous looking sharpened, particularly cruel instruments in their hands, and across their body you can see that they are wearing a bandolier with which is sort of contains numerous different coloured vials, one of which is now empty. And you can see suspended above this set of double doors, in a set of manacles that are raised up by chains, there is a dark-skinned human woman And kind of as you burst through, and Maori sees this, and Maori says, "Yasha!" But that brings us into the initiative rounds, and the first person to act is going to be Clovis Cotton.
Clovis the Movis. Right. Okay, so how far away is this nasty metal man?
This nasty metal man is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet away from Clovis.
He's just a little bit out my reach. What's my movement? Is it 25?
25. If I've not stated, it's 25.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Clovis is feeling pretty healthy, so he is going to run up, use 2 movements
All
to
right.
get up in this person's grill.
He can absolutely do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes.
Cool, and he's just going to stab him.
Yeah, gonna go for a stab. Sure thing.
What's he got? He's got a dagger.
He has
He rolled a 10, so that is 22.
22 to hit. Oh, I've got a lot of tabs open. 22 is a miss for Clovis. He runs forward. This metal individual sees him coming and parries him aside with the with the forearm as he dives in with the dagger.
That's Clovis done.
And that's Clovis done.
Nice try, Clovis.
We are round to Otto.
Otto, I think, will wave his wand of mirror image
Okay,
as a precaution.
so this is your second time using it in the day.
How many goes do I get?
You get 1 for free, and after that there is a chance that you break it.
Right.
So I'm just going to figure that out because I don't remember how wands work. God, I've gotten so used to being in the other encounter that I've forgotten how the rest of the game works.
Can also produce water because I'm on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone spit on me.
Well, you can you can sort of pat someone down. You can help put them out and things like that.
Well, I did recall knowledge of whether urine was acid or alkaline when we met those acid blobs. I thought, can I piss on this thing?
Do you have like a reverse produce flame?
On
that puts
produce.
flame out.
Unproduced flame.
The fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
You can blow out a candle.
Remove flame.
Flame.
Okay, yes, you cast. So yes, after you cast the spell from the wand for the day, you can cast it one more time, overcharging the wand at the risk of destroying it. So you get the spell, and then I need you to roll a flat check, please, Otto.
A flat check.
So D20, add nothing to it. You want to get 10 or higher.
There's a 50% chance of breaking it. Shit. 2. Oh shit.
So as you cast your mirror image for the second time, Otto, you get the spell off. You feel your illusory duplicates appear, and there is a loud cracking sound which you all hear. And you turn around and you see that you see this wand Otto is holding shatters and is destroyed.
I missed that wand.
All right.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Always spoil it.
Otto, you get the spell off. I'll say you could have had it drawn because you knew that you were going to something dangerous here. You have 1 action remaining.
I will advance into the room.
Yeah, sure. So you have, what's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 20 feet.
20 feet, okay. 5, 10, 15. So as you move into the room, do you want to be directly in front of Amos, or do you want to kind of be off to one side?
I'll be off to one side.
Off to one side, so near one of these metal cells?
Yes.
Sure. So Otto moves in. Okay. Alright, end of Otto's turn then. It is the Inquisitor's turn. So the first thing he's
I'm
going
not inquisitive as to find out what's going to happen.
you should, well,
Is his main weapon fear?
yeah. Our chief weaponry. Amongst his weaponry is many things.
Fetch the comfy chair.
Not the comfy chair. Alright, so you see, the first thing he's going to do is he is
Going to shit himself and run away?
he's going to move away as Clovis gets into his face. He takes a step back toward the double doors at the end. And you can see that there are numerous chains which hang a lot down the wall itself. And he runs towards one, and he grabs hold of it, and he says, "Come, my guardian, let's see you deal. Let's see what wonders my pretties can do to these newcomers." And he yanks one of the chains, and you hear a rattle above you, and one of these twitching bags of gore from above releases and plummets to the ground, landing with a heavy, squishy thud. And this creature, this whatever has come out of this blob, rises from the floor. I lost my. Oh, there it is.
Clive Barker meets Cronenberg.
Very, very much so. So this blob, it looks very vaguely humanoid. It looks as though it has been literally stitched together from various pieces of muscle and is being animated in some strange way. You're not too sure. But this creature lands heavily on its feet, and it stands up. And although it's kind of about the size of humanoid, it stands a good 7 feet tall as it towers over Clovis. He's got one action left. Oh, no, he hasn't. He has to move away. 2 actions to release it. That's it. That is the end of his turn. Which brings us around to Della.
Okay. So he's a little bit out of one movement range for me. I'm on 30, isn't he?
He's at the far end of the corridor, end of the room. He's a good 5, 10,
I think I
40
can
feet.
reach a flanking position with 2 moves for Clovis.
Yeah, Della can absolutely do that. She
Yep.
she sort of peeks into the chamber, and she runs towards around the back side of this this fleshy creature that has dropped down.
Oh no, I mean the Inquisitor. Oh, is that right?
Oh, so the Inquisitor has moved away back to
Okay.
the far end of the room.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I'll go in the same spot because I can still hit him
Yeah, sure.
from there. But I'm going to go at the Inquisitor rather than the other guy.
Yeah, you can make an attack against him. Fair enough.
I rolled a 28.
28 is a hit.
Sweet. He's not flat-footed.
He's not flat-footed, I'm afraid.
4.
4 points, very nice.
I'm crap without sneak attack.
That's what you rogues rely on. 2 actions to move, 1 to attack. That's Della all done. It is Amos's turn.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, so you can use an action to...
I don't want to be on fire anymore.
Yeah,
It's not nice. I'm not enjoying it.
That's fine. So, it
Isn't all it's cracked up to be.
is definitely not. I'm just reminding myself
Amos
how
is
persistent damage
lit.
works.
It's on fire!
That's not how you spell persistent. That's still not how you spell persistent.
Persistant.
Yeah, I've got it. It's fine.
Is it persistence?
Persistent.
Okay, so sister recovery. You can take steps to recover. Additional flat check. So basically you can use, as you sort of stop, drop, and roll, Amos. It takes you 2 actions to do that, and basically that allows you to immediately attempt another check, attempt a flat check. So roll d20 for me. You want to get 15 or higher. 10. Stopping, dropping, and rolling has no effect, I'm afraid. You have 1 action left.
I don't know. I can't see anything.
Would your flaming fists do more damage? No, this is the question.
Yeah, what if I hit myself with my mystical strikes or something?
Let's have a flurry of blows.
Key strikes.
As a pat down.
Well, no, do your fists get now fire damage against things, so you can just set other things on fire?
Afraid not. So if you were to hit yourself, that might do some damage.
Yeah. I don't. I guess I just stand here and be on fire.
Sure.
I can't think of.
Okay.
It takes 2.
It's 2 actions to attempt to put yourself out.
Yeah. Can I half put myself out with 1 action?
I'm afraid not.
Just an arm or something?
I'm afraid not.
And I can't see anything. I'm blinded.
Yeah, right now you're blinded. That's correct.
I guess I just skip this turn.
Okay, you skip
And
that
hope
action.
that somebody does something about the fact that I'm on fire.
Okay. So you take as your turn ends, you take 2 points of persistent fire damage, and then you attempt another flat check to see if it goes out on its own.
Are healing potions flammable?
Wouldn't you like to know?
If we dumped one on Amos, would that just make the situation worse?
Fucking 1.
Ah, it's unfortunate. You keep burning. Nothing worse than that happens though. And you do find that your vision clears and you can see again.
Yeah, okay.
So at least you can see for your next turn. Okay, end of Amos's turn. It is this fleshy blob's turn. And as it lands heavily on the ground, it sort of gets up, squelching as it does so. And as it stands to its feet, it is going to... First of all, it's going to make... You see, it sort of turns in the direction of Clovis. You see, what would be its head, and it kind of splits open. You see rows of mismatched, jagged teeth appearing outwards. And it's going to make a bite towards Clovis. Oof, natural 20.
I hope Clovis is up to date with his shot.
That might become important very, very soon. Where are my d10s? There's a d10. So Clovis takes 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points.
And I need a fortitude save from Clovis.
Okay, so he's down to 12. I'm going to put that over here.
It's too far away for
Fortitude
liberating step,
save.
isn't he?
Yes, he is. Fortitude save.
20, dead 20.
A dirty 20. Okay. As Clovis is hit by this, you see he kind of retches as he pulls back a little bit. I'm just going to make a note of that.
Gross.
Okay, alright. It's got 2 actions left. It swings round, having bitten Clovis. It bears down on you, Della. You see these wicked sharp claws spring out from it, and it's going to slash at you twice. Natural 1. Yes. And that's better. It's not great though. He's agile, so let's hit 0. 16 to hit. So it whooshes towards you. You duck out the way. That ends its turn. It is Alwyn.
Right. Alwyn's going to drop his rapier and try and help put out Amos.
Sure. I mean, you can do that without... Oh, because you need a hand free, don't you?
That's what I'm guessing. I'm going to need a hand free.
It's alright.
It's a +1 strength.
So, assisted recovery. So it's 2 actions for you to do that, Alwyn.
Yeah. If it's... doesn't make any odds. Yeah. Yeah.
That's alright. Just reading this again. Do 2 activity. Turn. Yeah, okay. So what are you doing to put Amos out?
I'm kind of patting him all over, trying to put the flames out.
Sure. Okay. Brother Amos, roll a d20 for me. I'm going to say that reduces the DC. 6. It's not enough. Even with Alwyn there patting him, it's not enough. That help will carry over onto your
Now
your
I'm on
next roll.
fire and Alwyn is slapping the shit out of me.
At least it's not blowing you.
How do you know it's Alwyn?
He can see again. His eyes are back.
Oh, you're not blinded anymore. Right,
It was only to the end of his turn.
Right.
But you've got 1 action left, Alwyn.
I will pick up my rapier.
Yeah, sure. That's Alwyn's turn.
Sorry, you're on your own now, unless anyone else wants to help you.
We're round to Maori.
I tried.
How close is Maori to Brother Amos?
Oh, to Amos, he's 5 feet from him.
Maori will attempt to put him out.
Yeah, sure. So Maori's going to move in. Does the same thing. Brother Amos, roll another flat check.
1.
Fucking hell, man.
What the fuck is going on today?
Get yourself some new dice, seriously.
Is there anything you can do, like a hero point to it?
You could use a hero point if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I will.
Do you
Yeah.
want to use my dice?
Yeah, let's have a go on yours.
Let's see if it is the dice.
6.
Oh.
Have it back.
Can Maori try it again? I'd have to do the Maori voice.
No, so it's 2 actions to help do that. And
Right.
he had to use an action to move forwards. So that's Maori done.
Right.
All right.
Sorry, mate.
It's fine!
I'm already on fire.
End of Maori's turn. We are already back to the top of the round. It's Clovis.
Clovis, right. So he's currently flanking this
He
pound of
is-
flesh with Della, so he'll attack it. Oh, it was close to a 20. So that is 26.
26 is a hit.
Wonderful. With sneak attack. That is 9.
That is 9. It's with his dagger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as Clovis goes to pierce in with the dagger, he finds that
Sorry. Plus 4.
plus 4, so 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so as Clovis goes to pierce in with the dagger, he finds that the muscle and the sinew and the flesh that this thing is made of is very tough and almost leathery, and he has to really work to push that dagger in. Rather than 13 points of damage, he deals 8 points of piercing damage.
Alright. I feel like Clovis will tell everyone this.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Just to warn everyone. And then he's going to hit him again.
Alright.
With a 20.
Dirty 20 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'll try one last time.
Mm-hmm.
He rolled a 2, so that does nothing.
There's nothing. There we go. Still got a hit in from Clovis. It is Otto's turn.
Can I use an acid splash without hitting Clovis, or
No. If you were to use an acid splash on either target, you would be hitting either Della or Clovis.
right? I will try an electric arc against both targets.
Ooh, okay. So you need a reflex save from both, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, let's do some reflex saves. Actually, what's the range on electric arc?
Let's just see. $30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Did both targets have to be within 30 feet?
It doesn't say. It just says 30 feet. Targets 1 or 2 creatures.
I think it probably does then. So, Otto, you would need to move in a little bit further.
Right, I'll do that. I'll move in
Yeah.
a little bit further and throw my electric arc.
Yeah, you do. You move in a little bit further. You throw your electric arc. That is a 21 for the Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a success or a failure? It's against your spell DC.
Against my spell DC is 21.
21, so he succeeds. And for the other creature, that is 19. 29, so another success. But roll damage anyway, and half it for both.
It's 3d4 plus 4, so... 9, 13, so it's 6.5.
So round down to 6. 6 points of damage. So the Inquisitor sort of takes this nasty zap from this. You watch, Otto, as this electric courses across the body of the flesh creature. The injuries that Clovis dealt to it close up. Seems that electricity is not a good thing to use against it.
No, I'm experimenting here. I'm
Yeah.
freestyling. Do I throw again for the other creature?
No, it's 1 damage roll for both of them.
Right.
That ends your turn, Otto. It is the Inquisitor. Who's going to?
I don't like this guy.
Yeah, so as this kind of happens, he sees you rushing towards him, Dilla. So, my, feisty one, aren't we? I'm sure we can find a use for you in the fabularium that is my home. And he steps away from you, drawing another of his. He draws an object from his bandolier. And yeah, he's going to throw it at. 10, 15, 20, 30. Damn it! Should have moved further. Never mind. Really should have done that differently. Oh yeah, he draws another. He draws one of these vials from his bandolier, and then you watch as he pops the top off and he swallows it into his mouth. As he does so, you see where his eyes are. They seem to narrow and focus as if he's focusing in on where people are.
I mean, I'm going to be hard to miss. I'm on fire.
Fantastic. All right. So, end of his turn. It's Della Thornbury.
Oh, I'm going to fuck you up. Right, I'm going to faint first.
Okay.
At the Inquisitor.
Yeah, you want to faint the Inquisitor? Sure thing.
Deception, 24.
24 on Deception. Lost his stat block. There it is. 24 on Deception, his will. That is a success.
Yeah, you're flat-footed. So it's just for the next turn, because that wasn't a crit, right?
Yes, it's just the next attack, but he's moved away from you, so you will need to move in to engage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was right next to him. Yeah, I'll move in.
Yeah, you move in.
Okay, and then I'll stab him. I don't stab him.
Oh, sorry.
5. So it's only 18.
One thing you do note, Della, perhaps as you step away from the flesh creature, you half expect it to lash out at you, but it doesn't. It does not. Is that Della all done?
That's me done.
Okay, we are round to Brother Amos.
Smoke.
I'm just going to try and put myself out again.
Yeah, sure, okay. Roll another d20.
6 again.
Buddy, you continue burning, you have an action left. Do you want to move anywhere? I mean, you can see now, you can see what's going on in the room.
How far away is the Inquisitor?
He is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet from you.
I'm just going to stay where I am for the moment.
Yeah, sure, good to slow you on, that's fine. End of your turn, you take another 2 fire damage. And you get another check to end it.
Another check.
Stu, give him one of your dice.
Yes, would you like one of my dice?
Fucking hell, a 1.
Val. Fucking hell. Oh, mate.
This is the worst.
It's not been your day at all, mate. Alright.
Try this one, because it always rolls shit for me, so use that one next time.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Why did you pre-roll
Save
it?
that one.
Why did you roll it?
Just to test it.
You're going to roll it
Wasted
next
a good
time.
roll.
Oh dear. End of Amos's turn as he continues to burn. We are round to the flesh creature, which is going to
Put out Amos's fire.
it vomits water all over you. You're fine. We are round to the flesh creature, which we haven't identified yet, and it is going to once again. It sort of drops down towards Clovis with its jaws, with a dirty 20 to hit.
It does not. No, it does.
It does.
It meets.
Okay, that is a hit. 10s. 20 points of piercing damage.
Holy
Clovis is
shit.
feeling a bit stale.
Fair enough. So 20 points of piercing damage there. And the creature will then move away towards you, Della. Kind of pens you against the wall. And as it does so, it brings a claw down on top of you. That's not bad. 28 to hit.
That hits.
That hits, okay. 14 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And I need a fortitude save, please, Della.
Yep. So my fortitude is 9. I roll 13. 22.
22, okay. So as this creature sort of looms over you, Della, and slams its claws into your body, you feel woozy for just a second, and then as this creature roars back once again, and it rears back rather, and perhaps you expect it to emit a roar or something, but it lifts its head up in the air, and you hear this strange gurgling sound. And that is where we'll end for tonight.
Amos, kill it with fire!
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feeble Films production in association with Juicy Falls, music by Nazar Ryback from hooksounds.com, editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
people.
Just start running at things and hugging them.
Oh, it's been a bad day for you, mate. I'm so
It's
sorry.
been fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's been atrocious.
But next time you'll be rolling all the 20s. That's if you make it.
I mean, we're all still here, and
I'm barely.
Clovis is
I
about
am
to drop
very,
dead.
very nearly dead.
Della's halfway. I've still got some potions though, so I can lob one
Owen's
at you.
on a less than a quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on 8.
Clovis beats you with 9.
18.
Why didn't we just leave? Why do we have to
'Cause
save
why
people?
didn't we
There were
push
people
Kristian
Yeah, I
suffering.
know.
Yeah,
first?
yeah, definitely should have
Because
done
now
that.
I'm on fire.
Actually, if we'd have thought about it, we should have made a lot of noise and then shoved him through to trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the
Hindsight's
smarter,
2020.
isn't it? Though
We know better for next time.
we do.
If there is a next time, we might not make it out of here.
Indeed.
Human shield. That is what we should. The lesson. The lesson here is
The good
human
guys.
shield. We're the good guys. We use human shields. We use.
And advocate for torture.
Well, we're working towards saving the actual fucking world.
Yes.
So
Anything is justified.
well,
I mean, you guys. I
if
don't
it's a
think
choice between killing a henchman or being on fire, it's not a difficult decision, is it?
not really.
Not when you're the one on fire.
No.